Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Paul Brown Show. This evening, my guest will be Ms. Keisha Coxe, Facility Manager of Naomi Drenan Recreation Center, Grayson Skate Park. How you doing there, Keisha?
Doing great. How are you?
Great. Welcome to The Paul Brown Show. Tell us a little bit about the park and rec system in Charlotte.
Well, it's an accredited park and recreation system. We've won the Gold Medal Award. We're recognized as one of the best in the nation. We provide a lot of services and programs to the community in relationship to the natural resources, recreation centers, parks, greenways, etc. So we do a whole lot.
Okay, great. Well, let's hear a little bit about yourself. Keisha Coxe, Facility Manager. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What brought you to be the facility manager?
Well, growing up as a child, I was an outdoor person, so I loved, playing outdoors, playing with the boys, playing basketball and kickball and softball. So I fell in love with sports and just being, athletic. Went to Wingate University, graduated there with a Parks and Recreation Administration degree, and started working with Park and Recreation as a part-time person first. Loved what I did. Then I applied for a programmer position, recreation specialist. Loved that, and applied for the facility manager position, and I received that, and I love it.
What are some of the programs that are offered at Naomi Drenan?
I have a lot of programs. We have two entities. We have the Recreation Center, and we also have Grayson Skate Park. Within the Recreation Center, we serve preschoolers, we serve middle school, high school, seniors, and adults.
Okay.
So some of the programs, they range from Raise Play, which is for preschoolers. We have Teens Together program, which is a teens mentoring program. We have youth sports, youth athletics, include basketball, baseball, actually softball now for girls, soccer, pretty much all the sports that you can think of.
Right.
We have a tennis program as well, and we also offer golf through First Tee as well. So after school programs, we have senior club, senior programs. We have, right now we're into our summer camp, so we have a MEC Teens Extreme Summer Camp going on for teenagers ages 12 to 14. And we also have, a Grayson Skate Park camp for our skateboarders, and that's from ages 7 to 12. So they're keeping us pretty busy this summer.
Okay, we're going to talk a little bit more about your summer program, but we want to know a little bit as far as why is it so vital that we have the recreation centers, facility for our youth in our community?
Well, it's vital because the recreation center is the centerpiece of the community. Most kids spend probably 70 to 80% of their waking hours, from the home. They go to school, and most kids in our community, after they go to school, they come to the recreation center. So it's vital because most of the time spent there, downtime is spent with after-school activities. So it's vital because we need to offer positive activities and programs to help build leadership, character traits, keeping them positive, being able to mentor and teach them and mold them to be, positive and productive citizens.
Is it also a good outlet as far as allowing them to stay away from the legal system, the crime? Because I know there's a lot of temptation that goes along with that downtime that you may have. So it's very vital that we have that type of program to help these youth, they have something to do with their time.
Yeah, and that's what the recreation center is there for, to provide positive activities, out-of-school activities for, our youth. The more positive activities they have, the less time they have to get in trouble. And also to have positive role models, molding them and and mentoring them also gives them a new perspective on the decisions that they make.
Okay, your facility is located in near the Great Heights community. I know there was a lot of issues with that area, so why is it so important that we provide an outlet for these individuals, these youth?
Well, it's important because most of the violence come from, youth and young adults. So the biggest thing is, if they're not getting in trouble, they're being, positive, then that's a good thing for the kids in the community. It also keeps the community safe. So if the kids are having fun, the teens are having fun, they're positive and productive, they come to the gym and, play basketball, or they, involved in out of school activities, then they have less time to commit crimes. And then another thing is, when we talk about and look at crime, we look at where it stems from. And it stems usually from boredom and lack of self-awareness. So our community programs, they're designed to keep their minds active and to keep them stimulated and to keep them encouraged and motivated, to do better.
With some of the programs that you have, I know like the basketball league or some of these, I saw on your website you had like dancing courses and stuff like that. Why is that, that's some great things for some of the kids to get involved into.
Yeah, we have a great partnership with North Carolina Dance Theater.
Okay.
It's actually a grant-funded program for females and males ages 7 to 10. And they come in and they learn about dance, the art of dance, jazz, African dance, Caribbean dance. So they're involved in a lot of different genres of dance, and it makes them more diverse. And one thing that I believe, working at the recreation center in any community, diversity is one of our biggest priorities, because everyone is not a basketball player. We have a lot of gifted youth, in the community, and we want to be able to develop and to explore all their talents and really to push their creativity, push them, a little bit harder. We have very high expectations of them, but we take time to invest, in their well-being. So that's why we provide, programs such as North Carolina Dance Theater. And our partners are great. They're actually funded by the Women's Grant. So, with partners, within Mecklenburg County, coming together to provide an opportunity that most of those youth would never have.
Okay, as far as your staff, why is it so important that you have a staff that's committed to seeing these kids go in the right direction? Because I guess the kids may look at each one of you as role models in a certain sense.
Well, it's important. Most of my staff, or all of my staff, we are very passionate about what we do. We're professionals, and we're also people that can relate to, our community. One of the main things that I really like is, each person on my staff, they have a very different personality. And, that's pretty refreshing as well. The summer program that you have going on, how long is the program, and tell us a little bit about what you got going on inside the program? We have a lot of different programs. Like I said, right now we're in summer camp, and most of our summer camps last, 6 to 8 weeks. Pretty much keeping the kids busy from the time they get out of school until the time they go back to school. With our fall programs in August, we have a back to school program, and we're really focused on community partnerships to come out and donate book bags and school supplies for the community. We work closely with CMS schools to come out and with their parent university to educate our parents about the opportunities that CMS provides. We have our health educators come out. We have our different businesses to come out and community partners to come out and partner with us. So we have our back to school supplies. We mainly focus on ongoing programs, mentoring programs, tutorial programs, computer programs. We're really big into character building and leadership programs as well. Programs can last 4 weeks. They can be ongoing, but majority of the programs at my center pretty much is ongoing.
With your summer camp, I know you've been doing a lot of activities with the kids. You've been taking them a lot of places. How does that make you feel to see these youth getting along and going to see probably places and things that they're normally not used to seeing?
Oh, it's very rewarding. Our youth in our community will not become adults and say that they weren't cared about, that they weren't exposed to different things. We've had, speakers come in and really teach the kids different things, such as Tiny Techs, which is a computer engineering program. They came in and the kids researched how to build bridges, how to make bridges, and they were able to make a bridge. They made 2 bridges actually, so we really motivate them to use their creative resources, and they use recyclable materials. We've had speakers come in with the Nubia, so we partner with them, and they come in to do health education. They've gone to many places. We have a great partnership with Morrison Library. They have a robotics club that they've participated in, and they also have a chess club, and a lot of our kids are learning to play chess. They also have the opportunity to go to Apple out of South Park Mall, and they did a 90-minute presentation with them on videography and photo editing. So they were able to make a mini commercial and put that together on the iPad, and they were able to just roam around the mall. Today they actually had the opportunity to go to Dave & Buster's for a fun social outing and play games, and then they went to the Art Institute of Charlotte. So this week was our iTeams theme week, so everything information technology. We also exposed them to, usually when people think about technology, they think about computers and phones and things of that nature. But they were exposed to technology as it relates to those that have disabilities. So they had a speaker today with the 4-H, one of the 4-H co-workers that I have, and she talked about, technology as it involves, hearing aids, medical technology, and that kind of give them a little bit more diversity, whereas, it's not all about computers or, graphics. It's about creating new things, so teaching them to be innovative in many different areas.
I know one of the things that we talk about in our community is our parents getting involved in the youth. Do you feel like the parents are as involved with the youth that comes inside your center as they should be? And why or why not?
I think parents are as involved as they know how to be. We have a diverse population that visit the center. One of the main things that I can tell personally is a child, for example, that parent is involved in their daily activities, the difference between a child that does not have that. Some of the traits are, a child that parent is involved, their self-esteem is a lot higher usually. With a child that parent may not be as involved, their self-esteem may be a little bit different. They're geared more towards being a follower versus a leader. You have the parent that is involved with their child. They usually make better grades. Confidence is higher. Usually make better grades. Graduation rate is a lot higher. they're exposed to different things, so they're very diverse. You know, they have a variety of different talents. Their attendance is a lot higher versus a child that may not have that involvement.
I just didn't understand what was going on, but okay, with that in place, as far as, do you think that it's a great that the parents should be? I mean, because we're living in a society where there's a lot of youth. I mean, there's a lot of single parents.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of parents that are having to work 2 jobs. So that can create a lot of issues with the parents being able to get it.
Yeah, I think it depends on the nature of the parent. You know, I was raised, you know, by a single mother, worked more than one job.